if you love your community and if you want to empower this community, there are things that are not being shared in the mainstream that will help them to navigate these next months and years in a healthy way. And this is the thing. We don't want to just survive. We want to thrive as we move through this extraordinary little window, this little window where we have the opportunity to contribute to the world that's emerging. So that's the inside scoop. There will be a book entitled Pure Human. And the other book to me will always be Human by Design, because that was the energetic template that was present when I was writing that book. So even though you go to Amazon, it's called The Science of Self-Empowerment.
You have to remember your own title.
I don't like it. I don't like the title. But I think I did get them. At first they didn't. And then I got them to put on the book, formerly Human by Design. So I think it's somewhere on the cover that they did that. And it's, it was a business choice. It was a business decision. And I get that. And there's more than business happening here, John.
Oh,
there's a planet at stake. There are human lives at stake. There's misinformation, disinformation, perceptions, and fear, and anything that we can do. I feel that it's my joy, my passion, but I also think it's my duty to share, as I understand it, what is happening. And so part of the reason I'm able to do this, and I feel like I can do it well, John, because I am a degreed earth scientist, but I have a strong background in life sciences. I was a marine biology major, as well as math, physics, computer science, archaeology, and astronomy. And I say that because it's that multidisciplinary background that gives me the ability to stay current. And all the new discoveries and all the tech journals, across the board. And I got to tell you, I mean, the discoveries are coming fast and furious because the science is moving, at the speed of love. And it's coming out so fast. It's writing a new human story that tells us we're not what we've been told, and we're so much more than we've been led to believe. And that difference is what empowers us and gives us this evolutionary edge so that we can thrive in whatever it is that life brings to our doorstep. So on some levels, we are shifting what's happening out there. On many levels, we're shifting what's happening in here. And as we change our inner world, it is being reflected in the world around us. And, your viewers, you have a really sophisticated audience, a really
yes,
well-informed audience. I know they are. And I love your channel. And that's why I know that I can talk about these things and say these things to them. So thank you for that.
No, thank you, Greg. As a matter of fact, you just touched on something that paints a bigger picture. What we really talk a lot about are the two timelines we're currently so clearly seeing. One is this technocratic path that the mainstream is really pushing hard for, and the other one is the organic human timeline, which we're just beginning to rediscover. In your view, what would it take for us right now to, at least for a critical mass, hit that pause button for a little bit on the technocratic path and focus on this organic timeline?
Wow, it's a big question, John, and I know we're going to have a big conversation. So, with your permission, what I'd like to do is to answer that by laying a little bit of a foundation that we can tie into. My sense is our time will go quickly, and this may become Jean and Greg part 1, and then we can tie back into this and refer to this in future conversations as well. You okay if we do it that way?
I would love that. Please go ahead.
Yeah. So I think I'll begin. The timelines that you're talking about are evident because there's a battle unfolding in our lives. And this is no secret to anyone who is with us right now. There's a battle unfolding in plain sight. And there are facets of that battle that are more obvious than others. So for example, we all know there's a battle for our thoughts. And we're being inundated with ways to think. If you are in any way connected through any kind of legacy media or mainstream media, there is a battle for our beliefs. And this is playing out in the universities and the classrooms. Where did the universe come from? How did it begin? Is it random, or is there an intelligent design underlying it? There's a battle for the way we think of ourselves and our origins. Are we the product of lucky biology and completely random mutations, or is there some kind of an intelligent intervention underlying our existence. So there's a battle for our thoughts, there's a battle for our beliefs, there's a battle for our bodies. That's obvious. How do you get healthy? What does it take to stay healthy? How much do we participate, and how much do we empower something outside of ourselves to keep us healthy? We all know about that. Ultimately, John, these are all facets of a deeper battle. And it's a battle that is so obvious. They say the best way to hide something is to keep it in plain sight. And that's exactly what's happening. There is a battle for our very humanness. We are the prize. We are the prize in this ancient battle that has been playing out since humans first emerged. And we all know this as the battle between good and evil, or the battle between light and dark. And it plays out through the technology that's available at the period in time as it's playing out. And we happen to be living a very sophisticated technological age, but that same ancient battle is playing out. The battle for our humanness, and the reason our humanness is on the line, I'm going to use a word and then I'll define this word because it means different things to different people. The reason our humanness is so important is because through our biology, we access our divinity. And this is actually a battle, an ancient battle for our divinity. Now, I just said this on the stage 2 weeks ago, and many people in the audience linked divinity to religion. And I can see why that would happen because we have seen that. I mean, there are schools of divinity that are linked to religion. But if you look at the Webster definition, it's really interesting. Divinity has nothing to do with religion. So let me share what that definition is, and then we'll take it from there. Divinity is the ability to transcend perceived human limitations, and that's it. The ability to transcend. So to become more than not just survive, but to become more than those limitations. And even in the definition, perceived, those limitations may not even be real. They are the limitations that we've been conditioned to accept about ourselves, our relationship to our bodies and the world. So why is the divinity so powerful? And the reason is because when we embrace the deep truth of our divinity, Jean,
you deserve the truth, but big tech does not want you to hear it. So we built our own Inspired platform on theinspiredchannel.com. To watch the full video and more, just click the link in the video description or the pinned comment.